What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got another pretty cool little review for you today of a pretty neat little knife, man. This one was sent to me courtesy of the Ponds, so really appreciate that, Ponds. It's courtesy of people like him and just a ton of other people that I can keep coming out with regular content and checking out really, really cool knives. And this one didn't disappoint either. This is definitely in the ranks of those. Thank everyone for subscribing to the channel. Thanks to all my viewers, Patreons, channel members, everybody watching. You guys are awesome. Hit the like button if you like the content. Subscribe right down there if you want more of it. And without further ado, let's get into the knife, man. This is the Kansept Knives Tuckamore. So just a little bit of a backstory on the maker, the knife. This is Jonathan Styles' design. Jonathan's a knife maker from the island of Newfoundland, Canada. And been a outdoorsman his whole life. A lot about this knife kind of screams utility about it, really, along with the you know, the kind of flair and the flashiness of this particular model. There are other a little more low-key models with like micarta inlays. There's several variants of this one available, but this one is pretty neat itself. Let's see, we'll go ahead and get out the tape measure here. Do an overall blade length, all your regular specs here. 8 1/8 tip of the blade into the handle. On the cutting edge, let's see here, cutting it, or no, on the blade length, sorry about that. Overall knife length, man, I can't even talk right today. Overall knife length 8 1/8. Blade length, you're sitting at 3 3/4, maybe a hair over. You go all the way back to the handle there. And on your cutting edge, right, looks like right under 3 1/2, right at or right under 3 1/2 inches. So what I would consider, or what I, normally would consider a full-size knife. Get out the, probably help if I zeroed them out after I turned them on, but this is the calibers here. Blade stock thickness check, you're looking at right around 122 thousandths, thickest part of the spine. Got a straight edge on there, so any one point should be the same as the other. You're looking at 26 thousandths, 23 1/2 thousandths behind the edge there. And handle thickness coming in at 477 thousandths, under 1/2 inch. All right, so good stats on that one, I guess, all the way around, right? Depending on what you're using it, what you're using it for, what you're looking for. Let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. We'll get you guys some we'll get out the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and your Spyderco Para 3. Let's see right there, it's fairly close to the Paramilitary 2 in overall length, maybe a hair longer actually, and definitely longer than the Para 3. And let's see, we'll get out a standard here on the channel, right? Gotta have this, or else it's not really a Knight's Edge comprehensive review. That's your DeWalt framing hammer and your 8-inch USA made crescent wrench, pivot to pivot, right? Of course. All right, put those up. All right, let's get out. Let's see how much this bad boy weighs here. Get out the scale. Now it's fairly light in hand for a titanium knife. Now it does have these marbled copper carbon fiber inlays, and I'm almost positive, well, no, there's actually no milling on the inside. Huh, that's weird. Feels pretty light. So I'm gonna guess, just rough guess, let me see, 4.2 ounces, 3.7. All right, so only only a little bit off on that one, not as bad as usual. So right at the ounce and inch ratio, that's good. Pretty lightweight for the materials and stuff, I would definitely say. Get out the old blue jeans here, and almost deep carry, pretty close to it anyway. That's a milled titanium pocket clip. Pretty nice pocket clip, rides and carries in the pocket just fine. Really like that one. They did a good job on that one. Probably could be a little bit shorter, but doesn't really cause like a hot spot or anything like that. Go ahead and do a hardware check here. This is a T8 that I've gone on here, and I think it's T6 on the body anyway. Yeah, T6 on the body screws. Check out those clip screws. That's a T6. Pocket clip is only mountable right-handed tip up, so no lefty love on this one. Got a T8 in here right now. T8 on the pivot. So T8 on the pivot, T6 all the way around. Wish they would have made it all T8, but they didn't. So just be careful whenever you're disassembling this thing. Oh, let me check that lock bar screw there. T6. So T6 all the way around. Pocket clip, lock bar, body, and T8 on the pivot. Nice little pivot collar on there. I think that's a nice little touch, a little contrast there in color. I believe that carbon marbled copper carbon fiber is very good looking. I really like the way it looks. Personally, I think that's pretty cool. It's a nice touch, nice contouring. Don't really feel any sharp edges anywhere on the knife. It is really ergonomic. That's one of the things on this one. You got that nice kind of cutout right there. That is also very contoured, along with the lock bar being contoured. Feels really, really nice in hand. Got that jimping up top. Larger, solid jimping right there. Doesn't dig into your fingers too much, but provides some nice traction. You can choke up on it. Kind of a little bit of a choke up spot right there. Move up a little bit right there. Kind of put it behind your second knuckle and get your thumb all the way up to that little swoop if you're doing like some pull cuts, draw cuts. Really, really good for that. Nice action. Reverse flick works perfectly fine on that hole. Kind of a fullered out area right there, right by the hole. That thing works just fine. A little bit of billboarding, not too much, but again, they tell you the model name right there, Tuckamore. Probably could have done without that. Scott Styles, or Jonathan Styles. Whew, man, that is his maker's mark right there, along with the Kansept logo inside of that kind of little fuller area. Nice little swoop, almost goes up a little bit along the spine right there to that point. And that is just solid, man. This is a really good knife ergonomically, better than average, I would say, better than a lot of knives. Really good. You can also, if you hold it like this, you want to do like some pulling action on it. That kind of helps right there as well. Really nice blade shape, sheep's foot, kind of a, I don't know, hybrid, I guess, sheep's foot with a poon on it. No curve on it, so technically, what would you could call this a Warncliffe also, right? I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist or anything like that. Just a guy on YouTube checking knives out. Really, really, really good action on this one. Very, very easy to reverse flick. Kind of a shake shut. Just fine there. Centering on it is perfect, I think. Very spot on the centering. Blade play, zero blade play. This is a good all-around knife. Good utility knife. Good even in this variant. I mean, this 20 CV on the blade steel, which is a premium blade steel. That's the equivalent of M390. The crucible equivalent of M390. So that blade steel is made in America, and by Crucible. It was actually shutting down now, but that blade steel is USA made, although Kansept is a Chinese knife company. So do have a little bit of USA made inside of this knife, and that would be the Crucible steel. So yeah, all around, just a nice knife, man. I really dig it. I think it's what I would consider a good premium knife, especially for the price. These go for right at 180 bucks, give or take a little bit. They do have Damascus variant that goes for a little more, and they've got a micarta inlay variant that goes for a little less. So yeah, really nice knife. Super cool. I think Kansept's doing some awesome stuff lately. I've actually gotten to check out 3 or 4 different Kansepts here in the last few weeks, and Kansept seems to be one of the better Chinese-made knife companies, especially in that territory, right? Whenever you get on up into the $300, $400, $500 territory, I personally have not experienced many Kansepts in that territory. Get on up there, you're talking more like Riot, Best Tech, stuff like that. But as far as this territory goes, the top 2 kind of contenders, if I had to name 2 Chinese-made knife companies that are producing some excellent results, good bang for your buck knives in that territory, I would have to say Kansept Knives and probably Kizer in that territory right now. So yeah, really cool, really great knife. Really like that one. Probably gonna put that one on my most recommended knives playlist. It's just a good all-around knife. Great utility knife. I know that's kind of a overstated thing nowadays. you know, what does utility actually mean? But yeah, in my opinion, really cool knife, really nice one. Thank you again, Pons, very, very much for letting me check this one out. And thank you guys for watching, man. I really appreciate it. And hope you guys have a good rest of your day and y'all stay sharp.